everybody. So today we're going to be talking about 9.2, which is surface area of pyramids. So the learning target for today is going to be, I will be able to find the surface area of different types of pyramids. So please make sure you have your math composition notebook out and that you are writing down everything that's on my screen while I go through. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I need you to write down is everything I highlight. So the surface area of a pyramid. So write that down. So the surface area of a pyramid is the sum of the area of the base and the lateral faces. So I would like you to draw this pyramid, okay? And the things that we're going to need to note are that, let me get a different color. So the slant height, okay? So the slant height of a pyramid is essentially saying, okay, how tall is the pyramid? But we figure that out through the slant height, okay? The next thing that we are going to be talking about is, let me change this color, is the net. So go ahead and I want you to write this down in your notebook. So the net. So essentially, this is the same thing that I was talking about in 9.1. The net is, imagine that the pyramid unfolds down so that it's just two-dimensional. It's going to look like this. And we're going to be focusing on pyramids that have either a square base or a base that's given to you. And then notice that the lateral faces of pyramids are typically going to be triangles, typically. And that slant height is important because to find the area of a triangle, remember, area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So you use this side right here times the height divided by 2. So the last thing I want you to write down on this slide is the surface area equals the area of the base, and this time there's only one base right here, plus the area of the lateral faces, and there's typically 4 of them. Okay, so let's move on and look at an example. So finding the surface area of a square pyramid. Find the surface area of this regular pyramid. So the first thing you want to do is you want to draw a net. So to draw a net, first I'm going to draw a square, okay? And I see that this side is 5. So since it's a square pyramid, I know that each of these sides are going to be 5 in the square, okay? Now, I know that in my pyramid, there's going to be a triangle that comes off each one of these bases. So the slant height is given to me. The slant height is 8 inches. So I know the height of the triangle is 8 inches. So first, let's find the area of the base. Well, it's a square. So that just means we're going to do side times side, which is just going to be 5 times 5, and that's going to give me 25 inches squared for the area of the base, which is a square. Now we need to find the area of the lateral faces. So I'm just going to focus on one right now. So remember, the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. The base of these triangles is 5 right there because that's at the bottom. So it's going to be 5 times the height. The slant height is given to you. It's 8. And you divide that by 2. So I'm going to plug that into my calculator and I'm going to get 40 divided by 2, which is 20 inches squared. Now, the last piece is I'm looking at my formula and it says surface area is the area of the base plus the areas of the lateral faces. Now, notice you have 1, 2, 3, 4 lateral faces. So my final step is to add them all together. So the area of the base, we only have one base, so we're going to write 25 plus we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lateral faces. So we add them all together. That's going to give me the surface area of the whole shape, okay? So I do this because there are 4 identical lateral faces. All right, and I add those all together and I get 105 inches squared. And that is the surface area of the square pyramid. You may be given a shape and it might give you the area of the base. Okay, if it does that, then all you have to focus on is the lateral faces. All right, the most important thing that you pay attention to is the reason there's 4 lateral faces is because a square has 4 sides. If you had a shape, let's say a triangle, okay, you would only have 3 lateral faces. Okay, so it depends on the shape of the base for how many lateral faces you have. So just make sure you pay attention to that when you work on the big ideas assignment. But we're mainly going to focus just on square pyramids. So Make sure you have that in your notebook, and we're going to get started on the big ideas assignment soon. Thank you for watching.